You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. Thanks for stopping by today. I really appreciate it. Very exciting day for me because I'm a huge fan of slot car racing. And thanks to Jupiter Creations for sending this all to me for free to show you on video today so we could all learn about it. I do have a ton of vintage slot car stuff which I have never shown on video. Maybe this will get me started on that collection. We'll see. So they sent me the large set in the middle, as you see, ages 5+. It looks like the whole track. And then on the left, I got 2 bonus cars. And then on the right, I got some extensions for track. And then they sent me even more track in the box. So it was very nice of them. Can't wait to learn about it. So let's check out the smaller packages first, and then we'll get to the big track. Okay, so ages 5+ again. Now you're gonna see this throughout this little piece here, this little plastic block. And then you see the little pegs that go with said plastic blocks, so you can actually expand this track set, use other pieces from other sets that you have for those types of blocks, and then you can build some pretty cool sets. It says cars, controllers, and accessories are not included. So in this box, I get what you see here. So let me just show you and take it out. See the little block? The little block is in their logo. It's all over the box. So it gets packaged just like that with a clear band. And then let's just take a quick look at the track and how it goes together. All right. So you see the metal running through here. That's what the slot cars run on to get their electricity, which they need. I just want to see. Clicking it together. Okay, clicks together real easy. It's pretty solid. The base material does remind me of other base material. It might be made out of the same stuff. I don't know. So let's take it apart. Okay, so you just wiggle it slowly, and that will take it apart. Very cool. So you can even make just a mini racetrack right here with what they gave me. Let's just see. So will this go here, and then this allow me to do this? I mean, I have to really understand the configurations. Yeah, look at that. No, I should have done that differently. So that will not work. What I need to do is put this, let's see, we're learning, to this, and then this, to this, and instantly have a mini racetrack. How cool is that? All right, let's check out those 2 bonus cars right now. All right, so I'm not sure how the frequency works for the track, or if there is, like the old slot cars, the controllers used to connect to a power supply which connected to the track. This almost looks like, well, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it's remote control. Maybe they work on little sensors. I have no idea. Again, look at the little blocks everywhere. That's a hint. If I've ever seen a hint, that's a hint. Let me see if there's an easy way to open this. I like to open things so that I can keep them for future. I package them up really nice the way I get them, and then I can save them. Okay. Yes, that will work. So now let me take this down the side. Sometimes, you know, the best laid plans like that don't work. So I think if I just cut this edge off, I could save the cardboard inner. Okay, I can get tape back up, take out my cars. Ooh, and they have like a, do you hear that? The rubbery wheel feel. Now these used to be called shoes, I think, and there was different kinds for different slot cars way back when, and that little pin there is what sits in the track. Now I can't use these because I don't have the controller and stuff from the main set, but you can look at that. And then I was thinking, since it's not connecting in every spot, I don't want to disturb those. Okay, so it's going to be a little harder to pull apart like that, so maybe I just pull the end one out. Okay. What I wanted to do, now this should just wiggle out, is take this to this, and I just expanded the track again with just the pieces I have to make another configuration. Now that's another track layout. So with what they sent and then the big set, I should be able to make a pretty cool track. I'm excited to see how they run. So let's get to the big package now. Okay, so looking at the controller now, there is a cable that probably runs somewhere here. They're just not showing it on the configuration. Actual size. Let us see. I always like the actual size. Whoa, it is the actual size. Okay, that's pretty good. So I'll agree with them. That is the actual size. Remotes with turbo boost. Ooh, probably that button is the turbo. Let's just see. There's a lot more here. One side of the box. This has all of the information. Same there. Pretty much the same there. Let's look at this. All right, let's learn, right? That's what we're here to do. Learn about the set. Build with blocks. Includes start, finish line. Build, finish line build. Create your own raceway. Garage playset included. Turbo speed controller included. There's the, it's a USB powered, includes USB cord, and then one 87th scale cars, so you get 2 of those. And then grow your racetrack with track extensions and accessories, which we have seen. And look how cool, it's all built up here with other accessories from another building set. All right. Let's get this out of the box. Now I have a bin behind me filled with pretty cool accessories, so I don't know, we'll see how it goes. You know, I just never know. Okay, so very cool that it's in one of those plastic almost cases, so everything's stored like that. So I will snap a picture of that because that's what I want it to look like when I return it back. And then instructions, okay. So whatever these are, they are on these little plastic sprues. Here is your decal sheet. Okay, 1 controller, 2 controller. There's another set. 2 cars. Some tweezers for tweezing. I don't know what I'll say B for. And then 1 controller, 2 controller. This looks like a removal tool. And then you can build your little buildings. This is the USB. And then here's all the stuff you get to track. Okay, let's see. So you get this many straight pieces. Ooh, that's one of those, what you would call those. There's a name for them. I don't know it, but squeeze track. Get a squeeze track. 1, 2, 3, 4 straights. You get just base plates. Let's see how many you get of those. You get 3 base plates, which you can use to probably build on and expand. Then I have 1, 2, 3 turns there. And even more. Let's see. And then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 turns. We're going to do a lot of turning. Okay, here is what's going to charge the whole thing. What's this? A little scanner thing. A little scanner thingy. Okay, watch micro slot racing. No, we're going to do micro slot racing. This little thing was just sitting there out of the bag. And now, some more straight track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more straights. Wow. So I have a ton to work with. Not only do I have what came with the set, I have all the bonus items. Look at all that. All right, so let me, you know what I like to do. I like to study. Okay, so look at that. This is the layout they're doing. I'll probably stick to that just so that I can accomplish something and not go off on too many tangents. So layouts. Connect track pieces together as shown below. Don't apply too much pressure when connecting the track pieces, which can cause the connecting prongs to break. Base can be placed anywhere. You can place them on the center of the track, like the diagram below, or on the outside of the track. So these are the base plates. So the way they're set, you can move them around. And then you're building this little tower finish line. And then working your way through building, the garage. Acceleration button. Okay, counterclockwise. What's that? This is a screw. Oh, well, they simplified for that. This is a screw on the bottom of the controller that can adjust top speed of car. Twist counterclockwise to increase speed. Suitable for players or players older than 8 years old. Twist clockwise to reduce top speed. Suitable for beginners or players younger than 6. Okay, so here's where your controllers go. USB wire can only connect to chargers, so you don't really have to worry about charging the cars. That is cool. Everything in there. Check, 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 check. I think I got it all. And the decals. Where do the decals go? Oh, they show you here some of the flags. All right. I have what I would call a fun project, so let's get started. All right, so organizing. I got everything organized in the back. Now, look at this. So this looks like it should have gone here, but I don't know. If that's the case, then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, but 1 here. Maybe you just need 6. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully we're okay there. Looks like I can fix those with other pieces. So basically, I want everything off the screws. And then I'm going to put this in here just to keep track of it. And my little tweezers. My little parts tray. Okay, everything's in there. Nothing's on the ground. We'll build that next. First, I want you to put the track together, but I need my work surface, so I'm going to wait on that, get everything decaled and ready. So let's get these apart. It says, put these 4 together. So step 1 is officially the layout, but I don't have the room right here to do that. Okay, so those are off that. You just kind of twist them. Okay. So you're building 4 towers. It looks like they need decals, but they don't show it. They show the little flags with stands. We'll see. All right, let's just get this zoomed way into our work area here. Okay, so they show 1. I can't tell if it's this way or the other way. And then this. Okay, I think I like the look the other way. I think they want them like this. Okay, that, that. And then matching that up to that. Okay. Okay, it doesn't like that. Why don't you like that one? Likes that one. And then this probably just all snaps together to build this little, it's almost like a tower like they do at shows for the lighting and stuff. It's hard to tell from the mini pictures exactly what they're going for. So if I have to update this later, I will. I have these going in. Okay. So this like this. I had that right. No, I had that wrong. Let's try it that way. Okay. There's probably no right way or wrong way because it's just a piece that clips into the pegs on the board. But let's just assume that is the way. Okay, there. Okay. Now that goes on this track at the starting line. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so that I did that part of it right. Let's see how these line up to the peg. They go in between the peg, I think. Okay, doesn't fit that way. Maybe that way? I don't know. I think I got it right. It says build them on starting line. Make 2 of them. Okay. A little confusing there. Doesn't go that way. Oh, maybe it does go that way. So they don't necessarily completely lock in, but they sit. Just trying to find the placement. Huh. I guess they just sit there, and maybe when you put the top piece on, so I had it that way, you would think these little holes go in the pegs, but they don't fit. Different size. So then this looks like it goes down this way and just sits. Okay, it doesn't seem like they officially lock in. And then the top piece. Okay, so they don't tell you to build that yet. Assemble flags, 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm thinking that other one might have just been a bonus piece. What do you think? Let me bring the camera back out. I'm losing everybody here. How's that better? I don't even know if half that was in the camera. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, those are all. Let's just get them all here. Okay, there's more flags than you need. Alright, so that's simple. So those would just clip on. Yeah, alright. Interesting that those stands don't clip into place. I gotta look at those pictures. It's really hard. They're tiny. Tiny pictures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the one that was in the box, it probably wasn't supposed to be there. Okay, so those are made. And then I want these on them. It's hard to see where the tear is. There we go. Okay. They have a shape at the top, so that does not go that way. And a shape at the bottom, so you have to match that up. Well, you don't have to do anything, but that's how you're going to get that look. And it looks like you can put them on both sides of the flag. So, maybe you just flip them over for the universal. There's nothing here saying that they're different in any other way. That doesn't go that way. Okay, that doesn't line up that way. That lines up that way. So maybe one side of the sticker sheet is one, and then the other side is the other. So let me get these set. So let's do that. It's a little bit different. 3. Maybe I'm just perceiving it wrong. I don't know. That doesn't go on that side. It goes on that side. There's just a tiny little wave in it. Okay, so maybe I'm seeing the difference in the stickers here. Alright, I will just keep forging ahead here. Get this all done. And okay, so that's that step. I'll review all of this. I will now build this, and then I will put the rest together and get the stickers in place. I will be back. Okay, so hard to see, but they don't show you the 2 little tiny white pieces down there at the bottom. I didn't catch it right away. Mainly because I'm looking at that, then they show that. They don't show the pieces. It's always nice when the pieces are picked for you so you know what goes where. I had to use my little light magnifying glass to see them, and there they are. You need these pieces to make this work. Okay, so that's a learning curve for me. So you need those, and it looks like they're going to go maybe this way, and then since I had built this correctly, these slip into here. That makes a lot more sense. So they were correct. I even studied that in more detail closer up with my little tool to make sure. Now, did they go this way? Let's just double check. Yes, so they show them going this way. Towers. Okay. There we go. Doesn't that make more sense? That's why I build these for all the parents out there, so they can see me and watch me and say, oh, I'm an expert. Yes, you look like the expert in front of your kids, and I will look like the one who doesn't know what he's doing. And then this is going to go here with the sticker, which I will put on, and then this is going to go here. Okay, and then those push in, but I'm waiting. So I want to make sure that just to make sure they have the start. They have this going this way. So start, finish. So let's do that. I know you think it's all just let's just put it together. Yeah, well. I guess I'm too much of a perfectionist. I want to make sure it's exactly like they showed in the instructions. And I want to achieve what they say has to happen. I still have not finished the flags. And there's these decals here, which I don't know yet. In the picture, they don't show you. I'll show you exactly what they're doing. Finish. Start. Finish. They may push down more, but I'm happy with that. They stay in. Okay. And then if you look, they don't show you any decals here until you look here at this picture. So I get my little... They show a red one on this side and an orange one on that side. Okay. But they don't show you anything else. They show you the structure actually all white here. Onto the flags. So let's just assume. Red one on this side. Okay. The tweezers for me would be to put the decals on. Because that's always a challenge for me to get them just right. You don't know until you put it in place if it's supposed to be higher or lower or centered. Okay. And then they show orange on this side. Maybe because of the cars? No, one's black. Okay. Hey, see, already crooked. So now this needs to come apart. And we'll put red on that side again, since that's the side, and orange on the other side. I don't know. They don't show you. So it's up to you. However you want to decorate, you decorate. Okay. So now you have extras, which maybe go somewhere else. I don't know. And I never finished the flags, but let me do it from this side and see, maybe the ones on this side might be different. No. Has to go this way to follow. No. Doesn't follow the curve correctly. Let me grab one from the inside. Maybe I'm just overthinking. No, doesn't follow the curve. Doesn't follow the curve. Do you think there's a difference? I'm overthinking. Doesn't follow the curve. Doesn't follow the curve. follows that curve. We'll put that one there. So maybe these. Oh, okay. All right, we're getting there. I don't know what the difference is, but I'm just going to go with it. Okay, so we have 2, 3, set 5. I do like the fact that you have time invested in this particular item. You don't just rip it out of the box and you're playing with it. You have to actually construct and make it work and put it together and build, and you have investment. Investment means more to me than you're playing with it. Okay. All right, I like that. Now they do give you 3 more flags and plenty of stickers, but I'll just leave those for now. Let me move on now. That's all done. Let's build this. All right, let me get set up for this part. Okay, so this. Now, I'm guessing their instructions are not like other instructions that we know really well. You know what I mean? Now, there's something written on the little top piece. It says ENLI. So that goes like that. They want both of these on here, it looks like. Okay, and then a long piece. Now, they don't show you exactly which piece, but it looks like it connects this to this, and there's a gap in between and 2 white pillars. The white pillars are actually not connected. Look at that. So step 3. All right, let me do step 3. I'm jumping the gun. Jumping the gun. That goes in the middle, and then there's a gap a little bit further back, like this. I don't know if it's 2 or 1 yet, because you need these. Okay, so it's probably just 1 like that, and then that like that. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for this point right here. It says 1 times 3, 1 times 3. What does that mean? Over 3 posts. Like that. That's what I see. And then this next step, okay, that's the base, and now it's the top. So they have a long one like this, and then a flat one like this, going across. So there's 3 of these. Let's see. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then underneath at the point is this, and then this. That's what I see. And then that goes over this. Ah, okay. So I was right. These aren't actually connected, but those are probably what connects to a base plate. So it gives you a nice place to put it. Okay. That's that. And then there is, interesting. They're showing another row on the top, but there's nothing to connect that to. Okay, so they're showing this. Okay, and then all of these. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to say not the best instructions, but we will make do. Okay, so I need these, this, and this, and this. Okay, let me just do what I see as opposed to what they're showing. That goes there. That goes there. Then one of these in front, like that. It's like a little ramp. Then like that. Okay, then this conglomeration shows the lights, these little clear ones, underneath, as they're giving light to get into the garage. As to exactly where they go, I don't know. I'm estimating. This, and that, and that, and that, So that goes there. So it overhangs. Get it? I get it. So there's a little overhang of one like that, and then this whole thing clips on like that. Then the lights are in front, but there's some deceiving extra. You got this here that I put, and then there's a whole other strip on the back. It doesn't seem to correlate. I don't even have that. They show it back here too, on the top back. So, I don't know. Let me look at the box. Hold on. But I think we got it. I mean, that's what it looks like. Yeah, they don't show that on the box. So that is what I have. But this shows something else. But you know what? Build whatever you want. That's the fun part. And that's what I'm doing. So here we go. That's what I have. I got it the best I could. And I will tell you that a lot of times the packaging doesn't always match the instructions. That's pretty common. And as someone who's done thousands of toys and projects like this, I've encountered that quite a bit. So I don't hold that against anybody. But I think we got it all. There was 4 decals left over. Okay. And then 2 of the ones for the flag. So don't go awry if you get that as well. Again, it's the perfectionist in me that always tries to be as perfect as possible. There we go, 1 card. It's a little red one. Who is going to win? And then that one, a little gray one. I really like the cars. I don't know why, I just like they're so shiny. They've got little decals. This one says racing, racing. Again, racing, racing, and then star on the front. And it has 2 fins, so it is the same body style, as you could see, just color differently. All right, time to build a track. Let's get all this out of here. Let me raise the camera. Let's get started. So my guess now is they don't give you build this, then this, then this, then this, then this. But that's what I think I'm going to do, build upwards. And then they do give you letters, like the letter F is on the bottom of the curved track. It is, I saw it, it's right there. There's a tiny little letter F. And on the straight tracks are E's. But I think we could figure it out, okay? So let's just do the bottom section. So they show this to this, and then the start line next. So let's get that to this. So this is where they're starting. This is where you plug in. Okay, and then another straight. I'm being gentle. And then a turn. Okay, so that's going to now connect to another straight. Okay, that one took a little bit to clip in. Okay, then in here is a turn, like that. And then the squeeze track. You got to get the squeeze track in there. Okay, yeah, maybe I should just, there we go. Did you hear that? And then another turn. And then a straight. Okay. Okay, now we're moving right along. Moving right along. The straight. Okay, another straight. Now here's where you have the option of the base plate, where you could put this in here, or you don't have to. It's really up to you. It's got a different letter designation. The base plates are, I don't see it offhand. Oh, it's there somewhere. G's. The base plates are G's. Oh, G. All right, so then another straight. And now I've got this straight, but now it's a turn. Okay? And then since that's open, there's another turn here. So it's probably going to match it on the other side. So, oh no, this is turn. And then 2 base plates. So remember, you just slide these together. They want you to be careful with those little plastic pieces. Now, I will tell you, from playing with slot cars and having sets that go way back, they do break. And some of the vintage sets had little special connectors that you could do to hold tracks together. Okay, there's that. And then this to this. Now, if I wanted to, and I will see, I could actually build this bigger with that other group of tracks. So let me just see, based on my space. That's pretty neat, isn't it? Just to this. Actually, before I squeeze this together, we could expand this right here with more track. And then ultimately, this was the one they showed you in the picture. Put that in there, that there, and that there, and that's your track. Okay. But since let me do this. I'll tell you what. I want to keep this way so I can keep the controllers. So let's disconnect this here. And I'm going to bring this out. Okay, which means I need to expand this. So I'm going above and beyond here. You will not have, unless you buy the extra track, this option. Right? Okay, so let me go grab that. You see that? You see that? I've got extra track. So we're going to make it just a little bit bigger. Okay, so now I can do this. So I'm going to have more openness, right? So that's going to go there, and then one more straight here. See how cool that is? Now I'm going to have to let me turn this around. All right, so I figured now I can move this out to here, right? With 2 straights, and then get this into here. I should be able to do this. Let me do it this way though, because this can slightly move. I'm going to put this here, and then this in this. So I've now expanded the Raceway. How cool is that? And then I can move this out to here with 2 more straightaways. That was very nice of them to send me these extra pieces. Now I have the biggest set ever shipped. And then I have the perfect piece to go right there to fill in the gap. All right, let me turn it all back around. So what I'm ended up with is 4 turns, which is okay. I have enough to play with now. I've got these 2 base plates, which I don't think I'm going to use. Well, maybe I'll use them for the intermittent term. Let me show you. Let me turn it back around. Let me get my garage in, get my flags on, hook it up. I know you want to see me race cars. I do want to race them, but you know, it takes me a while to get there. I'll be right back. Okay, throwing caution to the wind, I decided to take this base plate out, put it here, so I have a nice infield area where the cars can now be in the garage. Oh, I don't want that. That shouldn't happen. I guess that's part of it, just to figure out the best way to make this stand in place. Okay. Now. Okay, good. Now I'm going to put my 2 backup cars. I had a little incident with my cars. I actually have to find them. They fell. Where'd they land? Okay, they landed right here. Excellent. There's one of them, and there's 2 of them. So let's get this guy. We'll put this guy and this guy on the track. You go there, and then now flags. I could put flags anywhere. So I'll put one there. Even though they look like end of race flags, I think I'm just gonna use them as, you know, fun little extra props around. Okay, let's put one over here. All right. Let's put you out here. And then we'll put one by the finish line. Okay, all right. Now, let's plug everything in. All right, this goes into here. Now, it says this cord is included, but the USB charger is not. So you need one of those. Now, I happen to have one that I use for my system here, a long cable that'll go to my computer, but I might do something else. I just want to get this plugged in. And then as regards to, they show the red plugged in on the right. Okay. So that's that one. And then this one on the left. No, I could do whatever I want, but that's just what I decided. It's almost like a audio jack for like a headphone or something. All right, there we go. Now let me plug it in and let's test it out. All right, it took a while and I'm ready to race. A couple things I need to let you know. One, your little charger, that's this piece here. This here should be 5 volts, 1 amp or up. I have 5 volts, 2 amp. So just make sure you have that correct. And then on the little base piece here, let's see if I can zoom you in. Well, I'll tell you what, let me zoom in real close. I'll show you what's going on down here. Okay, here is my toothpick pointer there. There's that little white light. That tells you that I have power to the track, which is what I need to race. So let's do that next. Okay, so we've learned about this. We've learned about the power supply that you're supposed to use, the little USB charger. I have the red controller. Now when this is out, it's supposed to go faster. So let's do this. And this is my little turbo here. Ooh, that one runs good. So now the lights don't light up unless you hit the turbo here. I brought something here, so I figured I would need some help here. So my little pointer hand, so I don't have to reach all the way in. Don't know what happened there. My wheels stop a spinning. There we go. Not sure what was going on there. So now let me turn this out while it's going. Yeah, it does go faster when you spin this out. Or turn this out. Ooh, a spin out. Okay, so let me try the other lane now with the gray car. You get out of the way. Now let me bring you back to the finish line. Okay. Now the outer lane. Ooh, let me give it more power. We want the power. Ooh, what's going on? Does it not like that lane? Okay, let's put the red car on that lane. Maybe it doesn't like that lane, I don't know. Oh, I think it's the car. Sweet, drifting. Too fast there, I gotta slow down there. I'm not even using the little turbo. That car works great. So maybe it's just a little finicky with the shoes. Something I'll have to adjust. All right, so let's go back to this lane and see what's going on there. And what I'll do is I'll just give you some different angles now of me racing one car. I'll have to bring a competitor in here and we'll have to race two at one time. But with such a long video, I want to show you the car going around the track better. Maybe I'll turn out the lights, I don't know, we shall see. Alright, so I'll stop talking now. And I'll just keep changing camera angles so you get a good idea what's going on here. hard for me to stop racing now. I don't want to stop racing. Okay, I'll do it on the outside lane. So you could take the little bodies off. And then you could see the lights and the motor going here. Hold on a second. So that's the little engine there, which is turning the gear and then turning the back wheels. Ooh, it'll run around the track without its body, too. Without an end controller. All right, cool. I just wanted to show you that. So you can switch bodies and colors. Got a little smell from the electronics. Kind of missed that from the old cars. All right, so let me just give you some racing around the track. All right, the racing was fun. Now, you might have seen a track change or things move around. It was just because I was experimenting. I was able to spend quite a bit of time driving around the track. Now, I didn't give you a really good sense of the turbo part. So what happens is when you hit the turbo, the lights will light up, but you can only hit it like on a straightaway. So you're here in the video, you get those little bursts of... So you'd have to make like a long... Ooh, look, he's stuck. It was pretty... I had one squeeze at this section here. Ooh, it didn't like that. Ooh, what happened? Well, there we go. Now, sometimes the little shoes on the bottom bend, so you have to adjust them. All right, I don't know. It didn't like that squeeze. Let's see if this guy's working. Okay. So let me do this. Let me quickly just turn off the light so you can see the... Ooh, it did that there again. There we go. All right, lights off. I promised you that, so let me do that. All right, here's a close-up. I'm blocking the car. Now, when you hit the turbo, that's when you get the lights. Here, let me hold it from the back. So I'm getting a light when I'm not using the turbo here, but it's not happening when I'm... It's actually when I push down a little bit. That might be a fine-tuning of the... It's going to be hard to see now. I left the black light on just so I can see the white lines on the track, but I think that gives you an idea how bright it is. So right there, when I hold it and push down, I get a really good light. Then I hit the little turbo. Okay, so the last thing now... Ooh, all right. The last thing now is checking out some building blocks and seeing how they work on this. All right, so if I want to add a figure here, I can't. He's working in the pit. And then you could connect the whole thing together, too, just by adding different sections. You can build whatever you want. I just have some leftover stuff in a bin from different sets. So basically, pretty much the sky's the limit. I mean, you could probably put little trees in and little bonus items. Ooh, how about a fuel depot? This will be the fuel depot. If I can get it turned the right way. Maybe it's not meant to go on this particular way. How about this? Ooh, it's got to go like this. Okay, here's the fuel. Okay. And then, yeah, I just got just a ton of scrap Lego. So you really could put a whole border around this if you wanted to. I think Mega Block should work. Any block that fits this kind of peg or post should work. I was thinking it'd be great if you can find a way to make a guardrail. The old original sets used to have plastic guardrails on the outer turn, which almost made it unfair for the outside lane because the guardrail kept you in place. I don't think this will work this way. It's got to go this way. There. At least it won't fall off the edge now. I did have a couple cars just, go sailing away, so I would suggest you do this on, on the ground or somewhere where you're not worried about them flying. Oh, see? We'll put some little flowers here. How about right here? There goes some flowers. Shouldn't hit the car. And then you can just race away, build whatever you want, create whatever you want. It's pretty cool. All right. Okay, so in that sense, it's pretty much sky's the limit. I don't know. I mean, whatever your mind can create and build, you should be able to add it to this set. Here's another little round thing. Now, I don't know what that's from. Does not look like it'll work here, but just place it there, I guess. You want a window right there? Put a window right there. Okay. Ooh, how about a piece of fence? Now that would be cool if you can get some fence. Ooh, that worked there. but you can't see it, so you can put some fence there. I'm sure many of you have more Lego stuff than I have. This is just a bin. Every time I find Lego pieces somewhere, I add them to this bin. It's pretty well packed. And then I've got some Lego figures like this guy. I don't know if this is. What is that? Tell me. We'll put him out here. He's standing there looking down. I'm only building on one side. So you could like connect these 4 squares together and stiffen up the whole track. I think I got it all in there. We saw it in the dark. I've built. I've raced. And all that racing, I only had one time where they met at the squeeze. I thought that was pretty cool. Drifting. Oh, he fell off. All right, well, there you go. Thanks for watching. I know it was a long video, but I do like to cover all the details. And if there's something I missed, I'm sure someone will let me know. And thanks for watching, everybody. Later. Turbo. 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 Meow. Ooh, crash.
If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.